This has been another phenomenal year for Infinity Foundation's output. We work very hard, but what matters at the end of the day is what have we produced as output and what's the impact of that output. I mean, in previous years, the battle for Sanskrit had the impact that Sringeri Shankaracharya refused to continue the discussions with the Ivy League universities, under which they would have turned over the legacy of Adi Shankara to these universities. A very, very big thing happened. The Sanskrit non-translatables in previous years has turned the whole attitude of Sanskrit people in India. They no longer want to translate important Sanskrit words into English and let them get digested and let the Sanskrit words disappear. They want to preserve Sanskrit non-translatables, bring them into English by Sanskritizing English. That's a huge impact. The impact of being different. The book where we actually showed people what is not negotiable and what is different in that regard, with mutual respect. The impact of Breaking India. It created a whole revolution. The impact of academic Hinduphobia, which is a reprint of a previous piece of work where we coined the term Hinduphobia. So we've had impact. It's not just petitions and manthans and meetings here and there and all that. Each one of our books is designed to be a movement and designed to make an impact, and we've had those impacts. So this year, the big high impact book is Snakes in the Ganga, with my co-author Vijaya. So we have once more defined an issue which people didn't even know exists. It's like Donald Rumsfeld said, there are known unknowns. These are unknowns that you know about. And then there are unknown unknowns. These are unknowns that you don't even know about. So we have brought out an unknown for most people by saying that this wokeism has been turned into casteism as racism, and it is not only being projected in Silicon Valley in lawsuits against Cisco, but it also is being funded by Indian billionaires, which is a shame. And it has gone back to India in Ashoka University and Kriya University and all these kind of places. And so now it's a global movement attacking the fabric of our society, the government, calling them fascist, calling them anti-democracy, saying that India lacks all the freedoms, asking the Western world to put sanctions, writing articles in Wall Street Journal and Washington Post and New York Times and BBC and all these places. Now we've identified that the nest of snakes, where these snakes are being produced and given the poison, happens to be Harvard University. It's not easy to stand up to Harvard. It is not a joke to stick your neck out, because they're so powerful and their alumni are all over the world. They've trained the who's who of power in every kind of discipline, every kind of institution. And to say that these people are doing something which is factually wrong and which is ethically wrong, because they're trying to dismantle the very structures of Indian society, family structures. We have given so many examples where they're openly saying dismantle Hindu family structures. And they are against the Vedas, they are against Hinduism in general, India in particular as a nation state. This whole assault using postmodernism is happening. So this has been a very big success, but we need your help. We have 11 projects that need to be funded, ranging from $50,000 to $400,000 each. These need to be funded because in 2023 we have to take the movement out and make different things happen as a result of all this hard work. We are going to make small books and with specific messages targeting at specific people and put them out there. We're going to translate into Hindi and other languages. We're going to make documentaries. We're going to have a youth channel where youth are being trained how to discuss these problems, how to understand them, and how to teach other youths. So there's a large number of projects that we have in mind. And by the way, every copy of this book we are subsidizing, because the MRP was going to be 2,000 rupees for a big book with imported paper, which would be too expensive in India. So we decided to subsidize it, and we are paying not only giving up the royalty, but actually paying to subsidize every single copy. So there's a large amount of expense that we borne, and we need your help. So I'm going to urge each of you to please donate generously. Put your money where your mouth is. We don't need ideas and advice and what to do. We have plenty of ideas. We could take the next 100 years and carry them out. What we need is resources. We are short of resources. We are not short of ideas and plans and ambitions. We do have a fantastic team, and there are people who are volunteers. We need to bring them on board with the salaries. So do help us. Thank you very much. Have a nice holiday and wish you all the best for the new year. Namaste.